go on a Midwestern snow road trip. About ever again.
Right. Yeah, against them defensively, defend without foul, screen that zone. Sometimes you got to figure out who to.
Back to Bam with shot clock at 3. The fadeaway jumper is through. Off, but had lost by 30 to Sacramento.
Got Highsmith on Steph.
Schroeder on that pick and roll, and TJD finishing around a good defender. And Bam Adebayo is Brian Forte.
Well,
JT or Musa Dagger will blow the whistles tonight.
With Steph on that weak side, his defenders hugged up on him, so you don't have to worry about the weak side. That pocket pass will be open.
Rozier throwing it back. Bam another mid-range, well defended by Wiggins. We highlighted him in the open.
Draymond
Warriors throw that one away.
Draymond just wasn't looking. He was
together. They're very close. Both with a lot of respect. Longtime coaches for both their teams. Wiggins attacking. Quickest second jump. And that's the good thing. You can drive even if you don't finish. Everyone's near the rim and go to the glass.
Be relentless tonight. And that's the thing. The Heat, the last 3 games, teams have shot around 70% from the restricted area against them.
Wiggins blocking Rozier. Traces the middleman, and Steph open wing 3 off iron.
You're trying to find every opportunity you can in transition, run on this team, see if they want to get back.
Jaquez. Trace got a piece of it. Warrior defense early is excellent. Against Sacramento, the Warriors lived out at the 3-point line and had a bunch of turnovers and got down big in that first quarter. And Wiggins is not doing that now, but threw that one away. He's gone inside multiple times. Tyler Hero taken away by Curry. And Steph with good defense.
That's how you sprint back and move your feet.
Catch and shoot, and Steph with an air ball 3.
Well, he knows
here he's emerging as a superstar.
Without Jimmy Butler, he knows he has to stay aggressive, and that man too, Adebayo.
So Bam averaging 16 a game. His numbers scoring-wise are down a little bit from a year ago, but without Jimmy Butler, Adebayo's had to shoulder a lot of the load.
And he shot more threes, and then on the road, his Warriors missed another 3. On the road for Adebayo, his percentages aren't as good, so he's trying to get those back up.
See Hero, be dynamic there, but having that knocked away. Schroeder inside.
That's the right idea, though. You want to test Tyler Hero, see if he wants to move his feet. Schroeder's slow getting up.
Yeah, it's a 5-on-4. Rozier missing that 3. Now the Heat had been top 7 in 3-point shooting, but have really cooled off the last 2 games. Bottom down to 10th in the league, but they can make 3. Steph wanted contact there, didn't get it. And so it's a rock fight right now. Warriors 2 of 9, the Heat 2 of 9.
Defensive battle.
Hero with the show and go. Getting to that mid-range and rimming that home. And Draymond just slipped there. Caught an edge and could have been layup. He's okay though. TJD with a great move, and Warriors have had a couple they've left on the iron here. That has been a
season long.
Yeah, it's gone on this whole homestand. We've got a foul early.
But that's what you want from TJ.
Rozier and Adebayo, little 2-man game. Trace challenged that shot, and Wiggins solid defensive rebound. Trace running the floor and knocked out of bounds. Still Warrior ball.
In the snow.
Why'd you have to bring up snow?
Why not?
And speaking of shooting, Indiana, Toronto, and Minnesota. Next week for the Warriors, be a lot of snow. Nice block. Trace Jackson-Davis.
Yo, Hero set a great screen on him. It looked like he was behind, but Trace just kept working. That was phenomenal.
Schroeder and Trace. Draymond an open 3, a little flat there. Draymond's missed his first 2 threes.
If you like defense, this is your game.
The Heat are always going to play a solid defensive game. Jaquez got on the other side of Draymond. He fouled him and he laid it in.
Podziemski knows this, and Podziemski got hit in the face like 30 times this year already. That doesn't help.
But is exactly what Miami would want. It's taking the crowd out of it. Steph trying to get the crowd back into it. So Steph's it back to the air was where?
Where was where?
On that play. Jaime Jaquez steps in for a 3. Warriors are got to come back for those long rebounds. He did a better job there. Draymond fouled.
Yeah, that's Steph just crossing past.
Draymond setting up Steph again, and he bottoms a three. Okay.
No, I'm done. Sorry.
Oh, where? That ain't right. Steph missed his first three. He's made his last three. Tyler Hero from deep, and good box out by Draymond Green.
Oh, Andrew Wiggins.
And the push ahead, and the Wiggins basket hanging. Able to.
Heat culture is not for everybody, and you got Tyler Hero and Adebayo that have thrived in Heat culture.
Nikola Jovic, who was really good in the Olympics, misses that three. He's one consonant away from being the best player in the world.
He'll catch that a year-long slump, but it's not easy to deal with. You know, these guys, after a great first year, everybody's looking at them going, okay, these guys are the real deal. Let's come out and show them what this league is about.
Moses Moody's first playing time. Buddy Hield an open three offline there. And Buddy, I don't know if it's going to take getting on the road or something, but his shooting over the last 8 games has just been so unlike him. Hawkins driving again and lays it in.
And he's looking to ball out this game. It's just a long closeout because of that great ball movement, and Warriors weren't able to get in defensive position after he flew by the defender closing out to him.
Here's that zone. 2-3 we talked about on Warrior pregame live, and that's how you dice up a zone, get a layup and a foul. At times, jump into a shot blocker.
That's it.
Draymond did that perfectly.
You get to jump into him and then flex like Draymond did, like way more fun.
Everybody flex at home. Hawkins draw another foul. So
Hawkins, I think he's kind of built different, and he's got answers this game, and that change is directly tough.
72% from the line. Hawkins off to a nice beginning here. He's got 9. Steph has 8.
So they're extending the zone now. A little full court press back into a zone. They've been in the zone for a few possessions now.
Don't see a lot of true 1-3-1 and 2-3 zone, but that's what they play. And Booty's there in the middle. Love that shot. Moses got the rebound. There was no reason to throw that shot back up. Once you get the fresh 14, you can cycle around, make the Heat play more defense. And the Heat give it away.
I was going to go out of bounds, but the official touched it.
So in a 1-point game for Miami, this is exactly what they want. Oh. Steph off iron there. Good effort, Buddy Hield to keep it alive. Buddy driving. Al Anderson wanted to switch sides, but then threw it away. Made a bunch of shots and scored a lot of points.
I don't think every game has its own personality. And the Heat,
Hawkins doing work there.
It's going to be a rock fight against them.
% shooting, that's fine, but where has the Warrior offense gone?
Well, listen,
the last 6 weeks?
Warriors want to get up and down. This has been the Heat pace so far, right? They've been slowing down. They can drop back into their zone, set their defense up. No fast break. 2 fast break points for the Warriors as Buddy Hield finally knocks down a 3. That's what you need.
9. It feels good to see that 3 go down. And Ware will pick up a foul. This is a lot of skill.
And I'm sure he learned a lot, like you talked about the 2024 Olympics. Serbian lost to the USA basketball team in the semifinals. I mean, that's an experience you hold on to for a lifetime. And you got to learn a ton from that.
Duncan Robinson has checked in. You better find him because he's a great 3-point shooter.
Watch Trace Jackson-Davis in the middle of this zone.
Here's steal. Schroeder got it back. Shot clock down to 5. Buddy's got to make something out of nothing. High finish. That's a great play for Buddy Hield.
So a little handle.
Kyle Anderson, beautiful steal. 2-on-1. Buddy on Robinson, and he will get to the line.
And see how he
EP2 steal the ball from the best players in the world as Buddy misses the free throw.
He's amazing on defense, and I think he.
Duncan Robinson, that's what he does. Shoots threes. He just Trace got there, but just a little late. They took advantage of his drop coverage there.
Stopped in no man's land after you're trying to switch out onto him. You just a tad bit late.
The Heat 2 of 6 on threes. The Warriors 3 of 9.
They're going with a different kind of zone now.
Buddy sidestep 3. Off the front iron. Here's Jovic, all that skill, but Kyle Anderson, what a block. Schroeder slowed him down, and then Anderson cleaned it up. Schroeder open 3. That's a wedgie. Oh, he re-tapped, just like the beginning of the game. That's because no team has possession when it gets wedged in the rim in the backcourt.
So this is like a 1-3-1. They're usually in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they played both last night against Sac. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 1. Hand grenade to Schroeder. And there were Warriors that needed it.
And then a team just springs it on you like this.
Yeah, the Heat, the Jimmy Butler story is kind of dominated in their last week and a half, and they've lost 3 in a row. They got blown out at home by Utah, and the Warriors are just giving them.
For that, you're seeing a ton of this zone.
Moses Moody catch and shoot, missed that 3.
Just kind of throwing it around the perimeter, shooting a 3.
The Utah Jazz went to Miami and beat them by 30.
Every game is different. I mean, everybody's getting beat by 30 this year.
Yeah. Nikola Jovic laying it in. That's the.
But this is what happens, man. You get a team that's desperate. They come in here, and the fact that zone, it may be one guy in the 2-3, and then in the 1-3-1, it's a totally different guy. Kind of takes you out of rhythm.
Draymond in the middle. Shot clock at 7. Moody getting it back, an open 3. And the Warriors 3 of 14. At some point, you do have to hit some shots against the zone.
Well, that's part of the reason I think the Heat are going with the zone even more than with the Kings last night. They don't trust that the Warriors can take it out of them.
Good play by Wiggins.
Take him out of it with their shooting.
Draymond, little runner. And right now, it is contagious with the Dubs. They're 9 of 31. And other than Steph's 3 of 7, nobody's got it going offensively. Lindy Waters, beautiful steal. But he bounced the ball on the baseline. Hang in the air, and the miss there by Rozier, and the Warriors will take whatsoever. Steph, he can single-handed.
Draymond Green set a screen for Steph Curry and make sure Duncan Robinson couldn't get to him.
Hey, Duncan Robinson put it on the deck. Very smart. Jovic deep 3. Ware with the rebound. Put back up and out. Draymond with the rebound in motion. Can you move it up even on a scattered break before the Heat get into that set? These early offense Steph threes. That's just Draymond and Steph. The holidays are over. We're talking about getting a lump of coal in your stocking right there. And Alec Burks right off the bench and hits a 3.
That doesn't feel good. I'm blaming the 25% for Alec Burks' 3 right there.
Alec Burks 46% on 3s off the bench.
Back in the zone.
He did not play last night, by the way. Steph Curry. And the Heat are just lucky. And Steph's that wide open. But now Spoelstra's going to stay in this until the Warriors start hitting shots. They're 5 of 17 on 3s. And Moody was pushed from behind.
Let's throw your zone at him and stay in it.
Glenna's not wrong. I mean, the Warriors are getting down into the bottom 6 or 7 shooting in the league. And that's with Steph on the team. Like, mathematically, that doesn't make any sense. And Lindy Waters lost that out of Bio on the nice roll and laying it up and in.
Just watch him work out. And the legend is he hit like around 100 threes in a row, 25 spots. Unbelievable.
So Steph 5 of 10. The rest of the Warriors are 6 of 25.
Shoot another 3 against that zone.
Oh, Jovic missed the layup. Steph bothered him there. Get Steph more shots. Lindy Waters missing there, and Draymond and Trace fighting for that rebound. Wiggins a good look. And now it's getting to be just mental. You got guys with wide open shots that are good players, and they can't throw it in the bay right now. They're playing defense. Trace knocked it away. Duncan Robinson, you know where he will be, and you know what he will do. That is just. Oh, Steph threw one away. One-handed passes, the bane of everyone's existence, and now the Heat continue.
Warriors got to find their belief, find their confidence.
And Steve Kerr might use all of his timeouts in the first half, and Trace Jackson-Davis finishing nicely.
Well, that's going to the basket. He had that one defender at the rim kind of hemmed up there. That was well done.
Alec Burks with Terry Rozier. Bam Adebayo, Jovic, and Duncan Robinson. Bam the decision maker. Burks out of the corner. And Trace, that's a strong rebound. Schroeder will walk into a 3. Buddy Hield, nice offensive rebound, and he has it goaltended. They run. Robinson off. Trace with a beautiful deflection. Schroeder rewards the big man. And that's basketball.
They haven't gotten many of those, but the Warriors have picked up their energy since that last timeout. It's a different team right now.
Alec Burks behind Adebayo. Lindy recovered, followed to the screen. Duncan Robinson, he wanted to put it on the deck. Rozier. Schroeder played the D. So he had Adebayo fight for that rebound and put it back up and in.
And he just wanted it more that time.
Buddy with kind of a heat check three, missing there. Problem when you get down, you think you're going to quick shot your way back into the game, but it is a possession by possession thing. Adebayo, nice move on Kyle Anderson, and he fouled.
Time, one possession at a time before halftime.
Fans are aching to get involved, but the Heat have had their way. Adebayo, and he is one of those guys where 5 of 8 last night, not as efficient. Field goal percentage down this year, but Bam is a stud. Andy Waters missing the 3. And Trace Jackson-Davis continues to fight. Schroeder missing a 3. And the Warriors are 5 of 23 on 3s.
Well, there's opportunities to drive there, especially that last one. Schroeder could have eaten up the real estate, see what he could do after that.
Andy Waters not like the energy they've shown defensively, and Buddy Hield. Another steal. Trace running and dunking. Hammered that over Adebayo.
You force some turnovers, better sprint out, throw it ahead, reward the big man for running.
TJD's got 8.
They're still within striking distance. As bad as it feels, the Heat aren't running away with it.
Schroeder stayed down to that pump fake. So did Trace. Hawkins will back it up. TJD, that's great. Didn't buy either pump fake. Forced the Hawkins miss. Slow-mo 3. He got one!
God, he had plenty of time to line that one. Why not take your time?
2 years ago, Kyle Anderson was a 40% three-point shooter. Had the hand injury after the dog bite. His three-point shooting went down. Knocked that one away. Shot clock at 5. Adebayo will step into a 3. And bam, getting it done.
That was supposed to be a great defensive possession. They didn't break the paint at all, but Bam saved the day.
A lot more competitive the last couple minutes, though, for the Warriors.
Anderson.
2-3 zone has definitely bothered him. Buddy driving and breaking the paint. Schroeder doing the same. TJD couldn't get it off glass. Mentioned the Heat just a couple games ago, the 7th best three-point shooting team in the league on 38 attempts. Hero bottoming a 3 right on cue.
Hey, he would fire it over to him.
Steph is at the scorer's table. Kyle Anderson shot that long and strong, and Buddy Hield 3. And Trace continues to fight for rebounds. Draymond didn't settle for that 3. Shot clock at 3. Steph's got to make something out of nothing. Buddy to beat the buzzer. Ripped it out.
You got multiple drives there, though.
Jovic spinning at 6'10". And Hawkins bottoming the 3.
Jovic can handle.
You're going to stay in that zone forever if the team is 6 of 26. How about that? It's in the paint now. Warriors at 20 and the Heat at 22. So the difference is the three-point shooting. Jovic will tee up a 3. Buddy Hield the rebound. Draymond, good contest. He's sold out for that. Steph Curry. And the one guy making him 5 of 9. Steph's. Hawkins has the size advantage. Shot clock at 5. Skip pass to Jovic. Open Highsmith 3. And Hawkins walked in for the rebound.
Double team. They had you in rotation, force a miss, and you don't get the rebound.
And Trace goes right at where Indiana on Indiana, but didn't get the bucket. And Jovic catch and lay it in.
So it is the Heat kind of.
Shooter off back iron, and My goodness, the Warriors 7 of 28 on threes. Steph is 5 of 9. I mean, it's hard to look. Hero got caught up in the air. They cycle it to Jaquez, and his open three is barely ticked iron, and Trace with the rebound. Steph bottoms another three. 6 of 10 first half.
He's unreal, man. He's doing all he can.
Jovic to end the half, and then Highsmith guides it.
That's kind of showing up this game as well.
Steph missing that three to open the second half. Bam Adebayo with Jaime Jaquez, who had 16 in the first half. And Haywood Highsmith, Tyler Hero, and Terry Rozier. And you've got a whistle before that shot. Adebayo to Highsmith, and close out by Steph. Shot clock at 5. Hero bothered by Schroeder. So the Warriors have played defense on a couple nice possessions for some of the half. It's just not making shots. It's getting demoralizing. You said other than Steph, nobody is having a night. Wiggins attacking and tipping in his own miss. The Dubs at 34% shooting, and the Heat were at 50% until that last miss to open the second half. Shot clock at 3. Run Hero off the line, sidestep, missing that three. Can he get these defensive rebounds? They can't. Bam Adebayo able to get Rozier downhill.
Go for it. You're not able to get it. You have a bad angle to cut off Rozier's lane to the rim.
And the Heat, they're going to stay in this zone look because it's working. And the Warriors, there you go. That's the way to dice it up. It's just
Weak spot, that middle, man. You can get the ball in there.
Yeah, Trace with double figures now. Highsmith an open three, and he dropped it in. So the Heat 9 of 21. Warriors 8 of 30 from deep.
Well, they're just playing really well.
Raybon talking about taking it inside, and when you drive.
Between him and the basket, if he just went fast, he would have an angle. Put it up on the rim. See if someone can get an offensive rebound if you miss.
Highsmith made 1-3. Missing there, but Bam gets the Heat another possession.
He's just fighting for it. You got to hit him first, initiate it.
Steph coming up with a steal. In on Hero, who gave ground, and then Steph missed the layup.
He's trying to find that body, and he said it. He gave ground, kind of pulled the chair out from under. That's like the fast break version of pull the chair out.
Tyler Hero missing that three. In the Heat, we said they've lost 3 games in a row. They got blown out at home by Utah, lost to Indiana, lost that double overtime to Sac, and Schroeder an NBA game. It's just that the Warriors have been so dormant offensively for the whole game. You're waiting to see if they have a run in them. Terry Rozier will stop and go. Nice finish. Oh. Pass nearly thrown away. Great play by Trace to avoid the breakaway layup. Shot clock at 9. Amon attacking again, throwing it back for Trace, but Adebayo was ready. Highsmith, nice skip pass to Hero, better touch pass to Rozier. And his three around and out. Warriors fortunate. Not been a lot of turnovers, 8 for each team. It's just been very poor Warriors shooting. Schroeder made a mid-range.
Adebayo is kind of sagging off me.
Fighting over with Rozier. Good hustle by Wiggins. Shot clock at 3. And Jaquez throws it up and in. Jaime Jaquez have a game. He's got 18. Off the Nate basket, Wiggins. Back out to Steph. Missed the 3 there.
That's what you want, though. You want to look for more of that. Guys sprinting, throwing it ahead.
Any kind of transition favors the Dubs. The Heat are just like a boa constrictor, snuffing the life out of you on both ends. Ball movement, and Rozier pays it off for the made 3.
Warriors are leadership.
You saw the world at the Paris Olympics and how great that was. The men's and women's side, with the United States both winning gold on both sides. Draymond out of the timeout. You saw Steve Curry.
You get Draymond inside.
Bam Adebayo holding on Draymond. Their teammates on the Tokyo Olympic team. Bam having that knocked away. Down to 3. Rozier with a tough shot, and Kyle Anderson played the D. Now Kyle running, but he needs people with him. There are 4 Heat back defensively.
You want this to be your run right here. String possessions together.
Begins on Jaquez. Launched the wing jumper, and they didn't threaten inside that trip down. The way the Warriors are shooting from the perimeter, can't afford to settle.
I'm okay with them getting the ball to Andrew Wiggins, letting
sure.
him go ISO though, see if he can get himself back in the game.
But you always talk about drive and jump into somebody, do something.
Sure.
I mean, the Warriors have attempted 3 free throws the whole game. Speaking of going inside, but Schroeder didn't get a foul there. 12-point game. The Heat have had it as high as 15. Led by 13 at the half. Hero for 3. Draymond, good defensive rebound, and he's fouled there.
Hero's good.
The Heat blew a 14-point lead with 7 minutes left in Sacramento last night.
And this is a grinded out type of game. With the Heat, you expect nothing different.
Wiggins 3. There you go. Andrew Wiggins. Jaquez attacking. Ware's going to shoot a 3. Warriors will live with that. There's a 45% three-point shooter. Doesn't take a lot of them. Steph just turns, fires and hits it. What a tough shot. Jovic to Ware, and Kyle Anderson had pinned him under the backboard. Shot clock at 7. Jovic driving. Nice finish.
Made it look like he was going to throw it to Then that was just power.
And Nikola Jovic 9 off the bench. Slow-mo off back iron, and just those are the shots that must go against the zone. That's a great look from about 6 feet. And then Ware is fouled.
Well, I told you they're going to eventually throw a
It was Khalil Ware doing the same, and a couple free throws coming your way, courtesy of Kia.
Amazing.
For the 15th pick, he's been a solid player, missing that second free throw, and Moody nearly had it knocked away, but recovered. Not a lot of free throws in the game for either team. And Steph is going to get a jump ball at 6'10".
Probably.
See how JT Orr throws it.
They're just making sure everybody's.
Hero bringing that out. Rebound battle. That's when the Heat are winning these. Jovic unable to make the Warriors pay, but Ware couldn't follow it home. So the Warriors play defense a couple times there and come up with a stop. Trace down the lane. He is fouled as he lays it up and in.
Teammates.
And Trace Jackson Davis was 17 now. Miami was 15. Jovic lob, and Ware hammers that.
I told you, bro. Why would you not? Back in this zone.
Steph had been the zone buster, 7 of 13 on threes. Moody from deep. Moody's first. Moses have been hot the last 4 games. He's 1 of 3 on threes tonight. Ware banging, bumping, off front iron. Warriors playing the D. Good job by Moody. He got him further out than he wanted to shoot that. Buddy for 3.
That's one that Buddy, if he wants to. I know he loves his 3-ball, but he's got all that real estate in front of him. He could have eaten that up, maybe shot a floater inside if you don't want to get all the way to the rim.
Yeah, Buddy's 9 for his last 45. Oh, now wait a minute.
Yeah, he's trying to do away with that. So I'm going to say that's not a foul.
I'm just going to say this.
Contact, and Schroeder's jumping by him, trying to.
And Brian, by the way, was 8 feet away and was staring at his dad. Moose is fine, but just he blew a call right there.
Yeah, it's a great angle. You can see it. The defender is trying to jump by him. He has that right.
Buddy Hield. Oh, that feels so good. He had been 1 of 7. The numbers have to come back for him.
You got a little momentum going into the 4th quarter. Can you press the hill at any point?
Jaquez, nice drive. battle for the rebound. Buddy comes up with it. Buddy running with friends. Guys in blue jerseys are with him. Slow-mo to Trace. Indiana on Indiana as Ware had him. Trace, I was there before you. TJD with 19.
You can do that, man.
Hero with a three. But Tyler Hero coming alive. He had been 3 of 12 there, making it a 6-point game.
Trying to kill the Warriors' momentum with that one.
And Trace, that was like when Azubuike went back to Kentucky. Who do I need to dunk on? Who played after I graduated?
He just came with the physicality that time. So much more force.
Shot clock at 3. Moody catch and shoot 3. Off iron there, but a good creation. Buddy Hield got in the lane. That was the free one with about a 5-second game shot clock difference as the Warriors played 2 for 1. He's got 18 in the game. I think he wants the screen. I think he wants to go himself. Schroeder went for the pickpocket. Shot clock at 3. Hero from deep. Off front iron. Warriors have time to work with 3. Buddy Hield to end the quarter. And nearly banked it home.
Focus. They've stayed with it. You know the Heat, as Burks misses a 3, you know the Heat will let you back in it. Last night, giving up the 17-point lead. You've been down 15. You're here now.
So Steph begins the 4th. Step back on Jovic. He was running back. Gave him the Houdini.
Jovic has nothing for that.
So Jovic and Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo with Duncan Robinson and Rozier. I don't want to live with Burks just shooting wide open 3.
No one else even tried.
Steph and Lindy Waters, Trace Jackson Davis, Kyle Anderson, and Buddy Hield. He had Rozier jumping at him. Lindy Waters a good look at 3. But Kyle Anderson, look what I found, and puts it up. 15 down to within 4. Jovic going to call his own number. But he found him before the shot.
I get it. It's so hard to look away, man. Like, it's such a long shot to look away. And
shot clock down to 2. Jovic has to hoist. Warriors are playing some D here. Second half been a lot different. And they keep executing offensively. EJD on Burks. Steph driving on the 6'10". Jovic splits both defenders. Curry to the rim!
In between those 2 defenders.
And here's Rozier being roofed. They took it from him. Dubs Guitar take the lead. Buddy driving. Step back 3. Off iron there.
Hilarious. And Steph Curry on one again. But what else is new? This man
can shoot the free throw. So that's why Steph made it a 1-point game, and that one ticked iron there.
He pump faked from there not too long ago.
So from down 15 to within 1.
He wasn't bluffing.
Do not give Duncan Robinson any space. Adebayo. We got Jovic out of the corner. That's a nice find from the Heat. Are an incredibly proud team. They're incredibly well coached. And they have a toughness to them that really comes from Pat Riley and Spoelstra. Lindy Waters, you would take him shooting that 3 all day, but Lindy is 0 for tonight too. Jovic, instant replay. Same result, plus 22.
Well, that's the thing about playing from in front, like you were talking about. You're the team that's in front. You just got to hit a few shots to beat the other team down again.
And without Pajemski, and without GP2, without Kuminga, the Warrior bench is getting run tonight. And that's where Buddy and Lindy's 3-point shooting just hasn't been there. Warriors are a deep team, but they're missing 3 of their top 8 players, and they're going to miss them for a while. Steph, very deep 3.
He's just trying to stop in between the 2 defenders, the top of that zone.
And Alec Burks, open transition 3.
Now you're playing inspired basketball.
They have enough to beat you. Kyle Anderson just setting up Draymond for a layup.
He's just got
to tell you, every time they come out of a timeout, Steve Kerr's got something against that zone that's worked.
Well, they seem to just throw it in the middle, which is what you want to do almost every time if you can.
The Heat have made 3 straight threes here. Robinson attacking, and Jovic got the rebound. Both teams with 38 points in the paint.
That's the thing, when you're trying to come back from behind, you almost need to play perfectly. All the little things, box it out.
And this is what we had mentioned earlier, pressure. And so, you know, the Warriors, when they cut it to one, you got to crest the hill. And instead, it was 3 straight threes by the Heat. And sometimes that could be enough to just repel the kind of thrust. Steph Curry's got 31.
Let him make the decision. Float game.
Got forever left in the game, over 7 minutes. Alec Burks and Steph, good closeout there. Burks been hit wide open threes. That was good attentiveness. Got Bam out of the lane. Knocked it away from Draymond. It's still into Draymond, finding Lindy Waters and rimmed it home.
There you go. Found him and flashed in there, the weak spot again.
Draymond's getting into triple-double territory. 7 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. Hawkins had a triple-double last night against Sacramento. Robinson.
I watched him that whole possession. Andrew Wiggins to stay on his back.
Robinson 4 on threes. You know what he does. You know what that guy does. Now, Steph made away the basket. Wiggins 3. And, I mean, it's not very complicated tonight. One team is making threes and one team is not. And that's been the difference. Adebayo dunking that home, and then.
And the way they run those, they set them kind of in a little closer, get movement into it.
Bam missing that free throw. So you look up after you had it down to 1, and it's a 12-point game.
Draymond.
Waters. Nice little mid-range.
You can't trade buckets, though, like we're saying.
Down 10 again. Adebayo makes it 12. If they win it, we'll be in the first half when they built the 13-point lead. Wiggins is stripped. Miami came in having lost Indiana, got blown out by Utah 136-100. Lost in double overtime to Sac, and they keep fouling.
It's kind of had a tough night. It's been everybody else. Burks off the bench, played well. Jovic, Robinson.
So Burks, 3 free throws, courtesy of Jack in the Box.
Keep your eyes on the.
Been able to show this year they're dealing with the Jimmy Butler stuff. Looking for.
And some of these wounds are so. They're going to be 10 and 10. I mean that's in their championship year they were 39 and 2 at home. Like, you got to defend your home court at some point.
I just never found like sustained Minga. His downhill attack. I feel so bad for him hurting the ankle, not able to help his brothers tonight, but. Like you just haven't been able to find it consistently offensively tonight.
Close out on Duncan Robinson there. And you had a chance when you cut it to 1, and that chance has gone astray. And for the Warriors, this will just be a miserable stretch to go 3-6 in this 9-game stretch. And with Miami playing a double overtime game in Sacramento. Warriors are 1 of 8 on threes here in the 4th, while the Heat are 5 of 8. Jovic has been the one bothering them. Trace, good closeout. Trace Jackson-Davis is 1 off his career high. Could get him another bucket.
He'll be perfect from here on out. Knock down some threes.
Anderson missing that 3. 87-86. The Warriors had cut it to 1, and then a 21-8 run by Miami, make it 23-8. Should be rested and have the energy the final 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, that zone is rough to deal with. If you haven't seen a ton of it, you don't have your go-to stuff against the zone. Another turnover.
The Warriors only 10 turnovers tonight. Miami had 8. It's on the 3-point shooting and the Warriors overall shooting at 40% for the game.
And the kind of game that Heat plays is just the last thing the Warriors want to see right now. 27th in pace, they slow it down. You're just having to go from half court to half court.
Rozier.
Santos.
Well, the Warriors Pat threw that away. The Warriors are dying for just productivity given the injuries. And you take for granted what Podziemski does, what GP2 does. You know what Kuminga has been doing, and those are 3 massive losses, and they're not good enough up and down the roster to sustain some of these just almost inexplicable shooting spells. Shot it really well against Philly, really well against Memphis, horrendous against Sacramento, and just as bad against Miami.
I just think the balance to their offense, like shooting the 48 threes tonight, obviously the zone kind of induced some of that.
24-second violation. They did not get a shot up there.
We always talk three-point attempts. Houston, points in the paint, fast break points. Like, this is what they do, free throw line. You know, even Denver, #1 when it comes to points in the paint. Like, there's other ways to attack. If you have balance to your offense, when you see a zone, you know what to do against it. And you can do some other things other than shoot threes, getting high percentage three-point looks.
The Warriors are going to have a game where they've shot 5 free throws the whole game. And one of them was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shoots 12 free throws by himself every game.
I mean, that's just his mentality. He has a driving mentality. At times, Warriors go long stretches of the games without having a driving mentality, just looking for opportunities to drive.
Rozier missing there, but no, I think the three-point shot, I mean, a lot of it's being discussed in the NBA in terms of the volume of threes, but there are good threes and then just very poor attempts at threes.
But think about that.
Waters missing that.
As much as people want to talk about people shooting threes, and the best teams in the West are not necessarily like amazing three-point shooting teams.
Bam is just using clock here. They're going to sub in a bunch of other Heat, but this is an impressive win for Miami. And sometimes you lose 3 in a row and they get embarrassed on their home floor and they take it out on somebody. And that's what the Warriors want to do on this next road trip.
You're missing a ton of threes. There's going to be opportunities to get some offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go 14 of 50,
get the ball up the floor, get some fast break points.
Moody there, that's a beautiful drive and a perfect layup from Lindy Waters. There are plays to be made.
What I've said it before, it can't just be you're making threes, you're a good team, you're missing threes, you're a bad team.
Correct.
The best teams in the West, they have something else they can go to.
So Miami, they lost 128-115 to Indiana, 136-100 to Utah, and then lost 123-118 to Sac in double overtime. But